What if I told you when it's all said and done, Lonzo Ball would be a top 25 point guard all time? Most people probably say that's cap. When you look at the numbers don't lie, and that's his trajectory. When you look at players like John Stockton, Steve Nash, or Jason Kidd, they didn't have just numbers that'll just blow you away in their fourth year. John Stockton only averaged 14.7 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 13.8 assists, which is amazing. Steve Nash averaged 8.6 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 4.9 assists. And Jason Kidd averaged 11.6 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 9 assists. Those are the three players I feel like Lonzo Ball really should be compared to. You could say Magic Johnson, but he wasn't quite 6'9". And then granted, I guess he is Magic Johnson height compared to all of these players, because these players are 6'1". I guess Jason Kidd is 6'4". John Stockton 6 feet, Steve Nash 6 feet, 6'1". Pretty relatively small players, but what all these players have in common is they're like pass first point guards. In Jason Kidd's case, he wasn't even as good of a shooter as Lonzo Ball is right now in his fourth year. Jason Kidd had to develop that jump shot. What made Jason Kidd so special is Jason Kidd played for his team. He was a 6'4" strong guard. He was a pass first guard, and we all know Lonzo Ball is a pass first guard, but he played for his team. He played the game the right way. Jason Kidd was a hell of a rebounder at the guard. For his career, he averaged 6.3 rebounds. It's not like Jason Kidd was the flashiest player. It's not like Jason Kidd was trying to go out there and score 40 points, 30 points. He wasn't on that. Jason Kidd's like, man, I'm gonna come out here and get everybody involved. I'm gonna do a little bit of everything. I'm gonna fill up the stat sheet, and I'm gonna try to get my team wins. For some websites, they got him as the number 8 point guard all time. You got players like Russell Westbrook, they got him as the number 20 point guard all time. That's cap. Like, Russell Westbrook better than a lot of these players. As a matter of fact, other players in the top 20, you got players like John Stockton, they have him as number 5. Steve Nash, they have him at number 6. Like I said, Jason Kidd is number 8. Gary Payton, number 11. Tony Parker, number 15. Me saying that Tony Parker was number 15 is really the main reason why I'm doing this video, because if Tony Parker, like, granted, he was on a great team in the San Antonio Spurs, so that means right now, if Lonzo Ball could do something special with the Chicago Bulls or any team in the future where he could possibly win a couple championships back to back, he's being the star point guard, would that make him a top 25 point guard? It will have to, because if Tony Parker number 15 and Russell Westbrook is number 20, it's like, okay, that means winning have something to do with it. Lonzo Ball is a winner. I feel like when put in the right position, he will win games. It's really hard to say a player is going to win a championship. We know the Lakers for to win the championship this year, but like, I'm not here to say when Lonzo Ball will win the championship. What I am here to say is Lonzo Ball have just as good a chance as anybody of being an all-star next year. I know some people going to say that's cap, but if you look at the possibilities, a player averaging 19 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, maybe 2 steals and a block is an all-star, especially if you lead his team to the playoffs. Numbers don't lie. Those are the type of numbers Lonzo Ball can put up next year, and if you put up those types of numbers, he have just as good a chance as anybody being an all-star. Now, granted, he might get snubbed. I mean, he done got hated on all his life. Lonzo Ball fans, it's gonna be cool to see that. He putting up crazy numbers like that. There has been players that get snubbed with even better numbers. Can I just tell you something off the top of my head? Absolutely not. Somewhere on the screen, if I think of one, I put one on here. A player who got snubbed when they had great numbers. It's hard to say he won't be a top 25 point guard when you just looking at like numbers. Like him this year, averaging 14.6 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 5.7 assists, stacks up with all of those players I named. It stacks up with him in their fourth year. Here's the kicker though. Lonzo Ball haven't had the ball in his hand like a lot of those players. A lot of those players didn't go to a team with the pressure of the world on their back. They just went to the team as the point guard and just did their job. Imagine Lonzo Ball was able to just go to a team and do his job and bring what he brings to the table. You gotta know that the man gonna shine. He appears to be a humble kid. He don't really say negative things in the media. He don't talk about his coach in the media. I think the worst thing he probably says, I never really played that position or something. Oh man, that's what the coach wants. Clearly sometimes you see frustration in his face. But I think that'll be any top player who know they're a top player. The point guard's supposed to know every position on the floor. The point guard's supposed to know what everybody's going to be on the floor. The point guard's supposed to have highest basketball IQ. The point guard's supposed to be like one of the most selfless players on the floor, a leader on the floor. Nowadays, we're so used to the point guard being like Damian Lillard or Steph Curry, a bucket getter. And if you're not that kind of point guard, you lame in today's game. I guess Jason Kidd wouldn't have been good in today's game. Steve Nash, John Stockton, all those players, Gary Payton, they wouldn't be good in today's game because you got players like Steph Curry. But here's the thing, man. I want y'all to understand Lonzo Ball really can truly shoot the ball. As all these highlights go through, I know y'all see the mid-range. A lot of people say he don't have a mid-range jumper or he can't get to the bucket. You see him getting to the bucket. You see him getting bodies. Bro's getting bodies in UCLA. Bro's getting bodies in Chino Hills. Man, bro got hated on in the NBA. Like I said, imagine if he didn't go to the Lakers. Imagine if his dad didn't talk so much. Once again, ain't nothing wrong with a father being proud of his son. Imagine if Magic Johnson didn't put that target on that young man's head. Imagine what his first first 4 years would have been like, imagine if he got drafted by the Chicago Bulls initially, or the Minnesota Timberwolves, any team, major market, small market, it's just not LA. Imagine if Lonzo Ball came into the league with the same type of freedom that LaMelo Ball came into the league with. I think he have a different type of mentality, and I think people be looking at him totally different. I think he'll probably already made an all-star team. If the beginning of his career started off differently, a lot of things have changed. Lonzo Ball, my favorite player because of the way he played the game. It's rare that you find players that play the game the right way. That's what made Jason Kidd special, and all those other players on the list, John Stockton, Steve Nash. They have Chauncey Billups as the number 18 point guard all time, and not Damian Lillard. Did you guys hear me when they said they got Russell Westbrook at number 20? I mean, this dude like averaged a triple-double like 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, in a row. A point guard who is truly a general and can lead a team. Now, they're rare now because you have so many players jacking up shots, and you got the shooting guard want to play point, the small forward want to play point, the power forward want to play point, the center want to play point. There's only one Nikola Jokic. There's only one Draymond Green. There's only one LeBron James. Players who play a position, center, but still can play like a point. Draymond, power forward, still can play like a point. LeBron, small forward, still play like a point. It's not a lot of players like that in the game who's that versatile. If you're not one of those special type players, because those are special players. Say you're an average role player, you need a point guard on your team like Lonzo Ball. He bring value. Everybody know Lonzo Ball made Kyle Kuzma. If Kyle Kuzma didn't go to the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma probably wouldn't even be in the NBA right now. If you look at half of Kyle Kuzma highlights, it's from an assist from Lonzo Ball. You hear the comments that DeMar DeRozan made. Man, the man never had a chance to be the point guard. He never had a chance to just shine. Like, so when you got a star player saying that and a star player vouching for you, he got a lot of good things coming for him. Say he averaged the same kind of number, 14.6, 4.8, 5.7, but get the Bulls to the playoffs, I'm with that. I still think those solid numbers. We know he's going to average more than 5.7 in a sense because he'll not truly be able to play his true position. Lonzo Ball's trajectory is still a top 25 point guard all time. Like I said, I would not be surprised if he is an all-star and he got just as much of a chance as anybody making an all-star team next year. We see Julius Randle make a jump. We seen Brandon Ingram make a jump. Look at players like Jeremy Grant. Look at what they did in Denver. Him in Detroit, two totally different players. Lonzo Ball in LA and Lonzo Ball in New Orleans were totally two different players. You got to know Lonzo Ball when you go to Chicago will be two totally different players. But if you look at his trajectory, it's going up. For those casual fans who like, there's no way Lonzo Ball's going to be a top 25 player all the time. There's no way he could be an all-star next year. But before you unsubscribe, do your research. The man is a point guard. Like, stop hating. You just sound silly. Man, look at the numbers, man. Numbers don't lie. Facts don't lie. A fact is LeVar Ball spoke very highly of his sons and that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. A fact is Magic Johnson put a target on that young man back. A fact is he played on a bad basketball team in LA his first year and his second year being led by LeBron James. Well, you know how it is on the LeBron James led team. You're going to take a back seat. And clearly we know his situation in New Orleans. That was not a good situation for him to flourish. All that point Zion and Brandon Ingram taking all them shots, we know those weren't good situation. We can look at the numbers and see how he's growing and look at the bad situations he's been in the past 4 years and see how he just still prevailed and see how he's still grown as a player. We just being perfectly honest. Man, this man is a special player. And before I get out, man, appreciate all the love y'all been showing me, man. Man, my subscribers going up, man, trying to get to 1,000 subs. Go ahead on and smash that like button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification button so you're notified every time I post a video. It's been my pleasure, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Until next time.